about mental health, beating each other up all the damn time. Passport bros, conventional women, modern women. It's about you guys, all of you. Go, you guys. I'm here live on the set, you guys. Kareem Jackson in Manila. At the studio, you guys, live on the set. A new product that we have here in the studio, you guys. It's coffee. I don't know if you can see it's right over here. See this coffee? I can't see myself in the damn screen. Can you guys see me out there? See you guys live on the set. Yes, I guess I can. Okay, you guys, fantastic. What I want to do, you guys, is share this with your friends and like this. I'm going to have a conversation with you guys live off the cuff because I want to talk about something that's really dear to my heart. It's my folks back home beating each other up for over racism, over discrimination, over Black Lives Matter, over modern women, traditional women, relationships. A couple of things have happened this weekend. We have a client that was looking for going towards one of our medical packages. They're kind of costly, but this person came into a bunch of money. Person came into a bunch of money and was supposed to come and do the package, but their mental health, their drug addiction, all that caught up with them. They're about 55. They had to cancel the trip. They couldn't make it. They got put back in the rehab. It's ridiculous. I feel bad about it. This video here with these passport bros, modern women, traditional women, and the way that we are beating each other up back home in the West, Black folks, we're not putting the blame where it should be. I want to talk about that. But let's not waste any time, you guys. Grab your coffee, grab your cocktails. This is what I'm drinking. Drinking these guys, you guys. Philippine coffee. We've got our own label of Black Wellness coming out pretty soon, you guys. So stay tuned for that coffee. Julius, you've got a video to show these folks, right? I want to show you this video. This from the African Diaspora Network. Brother Philip, cool brother. I like him. I think what he's doing is awesome. I've been watching him actually for years, for a long time. Before him, he had his job, and he's working. I think he worked in a factory or something like that, or an office or a building, whatever. And then now he's full time doing his show. But I'm seeing this scenario over and over again with our people beating each other up. You're falling for the distraction, and I hate to see you do it. You're arguing amongst each other. And then when I saw this episode, it's kind of an older episode, but when I saw this episode of Brother Phillips, and this that I told you about what happened to my client for the medical tourism packages that we do this past week. He's only 55 or something like that, not even 60, you guys. And it made me think, what are you waiting for? It made me think, why are we beating each other up? It made me think, even Brother Philip, he's not quite free yet. But check this video out. Show them this video so I can see what I'm talking about. And I'll go back and we're going to comment on this video. We're going to walk through this video together because I'm going to break this down for you and let you know what's wrong. Show them the video. Let's see what the hell is going on. This is a young lady, you guys, that was talking about her parents.
Black American men.
Go ahead.
Want her to date Black American men because she needed to fit the race. Well, let's go ahead and roll that clip.
I can tell you, I can't recall. I come from a very Dominican household. In all my life, I'm hearing fixed race, dating on my side, the same features of American marriage. You start that boyfriend was lighter than you. Suddenly, dating becomes lighter. Fucking wrong. So I'm fresh. I'm fresh in the Marine Corps. My Marine Corps career had just started. I finally got to start dating because I'm out of the house. I can do whatever I want, right? So, remember,
At the end of the day, all the crap that we're going through, Black Americans, all the crap that you're going through, all this have, understand this. God is in the mix. I'm going to explain this to you. We're going to go back to this video in a second. But if you're telling your kids not to date Black men, especially Black American men, and she gets into this and she really does a great job of support person. I had a girl in high school. Love you. Hate to throw you out there on the bus. I would not mention your name, but Mish family threw her out of the house when they found out that she was dating a Black man. We were in high school. She was pregnant at the time. She had a miscarriage, but she was pregnant at the time. Threw her out of the house. So understand this is that this is real. But let me tell you these numbers. Besides now China, besides now other organizations, besides out other wealth list to number 8. So understand that they're under there. God is in the mix. He's making us a global powerhouse. He's making it to where Black men and Black women are independent, still having babies, still single moms, but they're independent. So I'm sorry, you guys. Let's go back to her video. But keep that in mind when she goes on with this story. Understand that right now, the Black American economy represents one of the wealthiest economies in the world now. And her parents' day, maybe they didn't. But let's go over her tape some more. Let's keep following this.
Just on leave, vacation time, was like Thanksgiving or something, and the man that I'm dating, 6'4", 240 pounds, big Black bald man. So I had prepared him for the atmosphere that he was supposed to walk in. So we get upstairs, and they open the door. My mom is super nice and friendly, non-Black. My father is darker than me. And they greet him nicely. They're all smiles in his face, but my boyfriend at the time can actually tell and feel that, man, they're not truly feeling him like that. I really told him exactly what I just prefaced this video. They didn't want me dating Black men because apparently.
We're frozen there a little bit. You guys, once again, she's telling about how her parents discriminated against her, made her look like I don't even know where it comes from when your father is darker than you and you're with someone mixed. I wasn't the kind of Black dude that was in a mixed relationship who lost myself. And most Black Americans, that's not how we are in the relationship. But apparently her father was. going. Let them keep hearing it. I want you guys to hear this.
I need a likeness. You get it. So, correct. Whoever told you this is correct. They don't want to. They don't even want us dating. They don't even want us talking to black men. Meanwhile, I'm a whole ass black woman. Anyway, I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. I love black men. Black men will be it for me forever and a day.
I love this part. Love this part.
To infinity, it will always be black men. My mom and my dad can deal with it, live with it, because I even have a black daughter. So I don't know what, my generation is starting to wake up. Unfortunately, we still have idiots like the one in the prior video talking this crap and this anti-blackness. This is the reason why you see me on this app, stepping on people's necks and calling people out and like fire on people's
Thank you, sister.
This anti-black bullshit.
Thank you, sister.
So yes, yep. This is truth, and this is my reality, and it has been my reality for the past 41 years. Never ending story.
The amount of...
Hold on 1 second. Before I let you hear what that he's gone over the world. He's been to Ghana, at Dominican. He's been all over the world. He's a passport, well, not even a passport, bro. He's got a family and a wife and everything. But my point is, he's a well-traveled brother. And with what she said, my perspective, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but my perspective on what she said and what she dealt with, which is why I was so proud of her, is I was very proud of this sister. And she embodies why Black America is the economic power that it is, why they're so far advanced, why they can make things happen, why they're taking over NBA, everything, movies, television. What she embodies, that forget you anti-racism, I'm doing this, because we have to deal with this every day. We deal with it every single day. I say a lot about places where I live and where I've been being racism free, but they're not discrimination free. People do see color. People do have opinions. Usually it's carved or molded by Hollywood or hip hop and R&B, but still they have opinions. And her pushing forward and doing what she's doing. Could you imagine being a brother, the one that she described, the 6'4", 250? And all of a sudden this woman got your back like she does? Also empathize with Philip, because I left the States 15 years ago. I grew up, thank God, to my parents being global citizens, American Black family, but they traveled very young. If you've heard of Roots, if you've heard about the Jackson family in Kansas City, you've heard about my families. I've been blessed with my story. You know me. But play what Philip says, and then I'm going to come back and tell you why I was very sad to hear about this. Play what Philip talks about. I want you guys to hear this.
Brainwashing that white supremacy has done in Latin America just kind of floors me. Is that especially if you are a Dominican person, a lot of you look no different than me, have features no different than I have, and some of you do not even want to accept that you are Black people. To tell your daughter that no Black American men because she needs to fix the race. So fixing the race would be getting with Zaddy. I mean, that's, I guess, for them, would be fixing the race. Why do you need to fix the race? Why do you need to, with that term, what, Maharando La Raza, why do you need to do that? Why? Is that supposed to make you better or something? Like you're trying to get into the hierarchy of white supremacy? No matter what it is, white supremacy views Dominicans as Spanish-speaking Negroes.
Keep listening, people.
Period. You're nothing more and nothing less than a system of white supremacy. It don't matter how many of you lay down and have a child with Zaddy. Don't matter. You are Black. Some of you don't want to accept that. Some of you do accept it.
Here it comes.
You don't. You want to claim that colonizer, and yet you want to claim the Taino, but yet the colonizer wiped out the Taino. So why are you claiming the colonizer that wiped out literally part of your ancestors? I couldn't want to claim nothing like that. It's like Black Americans. Black Americans, they have European in their DNA too.
Wait for it.
All do, because of the legacy of slavery. You'll see me saying up here, well, I'm about 85%, African, but I'm about 15% European. That's part of my lineage too. We don't claim that. What would that do for us? One, you can imagine black folks say, hey, don't date a black American, but you got to improve the race. That is the weirdest thing ever. And like my wife said, and I thought it was funny, he said, improve the race to what? He said, and with whom? He said, I know good well who they talking about. She said, well, why would we do that? Why would anybody do that? Like, it doesn't make sense. I said, it really don't make sense. She viewed it as like the weirdest thing ever for somebody to say, improve the race. Like, you must don't think much about your people at all if you think you need to improve it. What's wrong with your people as they are right now? What's wrong with your dark skin? What's wrong with your nose? What's wrong with your lips? What's wrong with your hair? What's wrong with it? It's no different than the video I had posted this on the African Diaspora News Channel when you had the Dominican grandmother shooing away the dark-skinned doll that looked like the grandchild and giving the grandchild a white-looking doll. You have to be so brainwashed by white supremacy to the point that, in my opinion, you got a mental health issue and you need therapy.
Hold on,
something's wrong when you hate yourself.
That's where I want to stop it, you guys. I want to get into this real quick. This is where the black community, where they win us over and they push the divide, because at the end of the day, yes, Philip, they have mental health issues, post-traumatic slavery disorder. Yes, they do. That's exactly what you saw. And you've traveled the world so much that you should be able to see it and empathize with it and be more proud of the sister who stood up against her father and her mother. Remember, there's two people that agree on this. What she's fighting every day, what she's dealing with in her heart every day, the fact that you can't just go with your spouse like many white folks do, and then all of a sudden you are accepted and you can grow and they support you and they give you a down payment for the house and da, 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 da. We can't go through that. She's got a battle inside herself. She had to be battling this when she was a kid. Her father must be battling some mental health crap of his own. The mother, I don't know what maybe she liked the Zaddy, the Zaddy D's, because I don't know what the hell she's there for. But they're obviously together. They're married. They raised the daughter. She's beautiful, articulate. She speaks at least two languages, I assume, Spanish and English. She got a baby before she had the guy. So in the black babies, I don't know if that's his or not his. But the point of it is, we need to stop beating each other up and understand that, yes, we are victims. Yes, yes. Many of my people, they're not free. They're still slaves back home because all that happened. And we got a paper. I want to show you what a freedom paper looked like back in the day. And then I want to show you a passport to remind you how similar they look. And I want you to understand something before I show you that. First of all, yes, if someone today was beaten and raped and thrown out in the back, there'd be there that. If somebody was beaten and their children had to watch it happen, they would need therapy. Nowadays, if you see a shooting in America, which happens every damn week, a mass shooting, especially in schools, every single week it happens in America. You know what those kids get? Therapy. But you got a whole field of niggas that's seeing the same exact thing every day, every night, hearing the screams of rapes during the middle of the night. They've never had therapy. You've got a girl that's going through whatever the hell her life was when she was 8, 9, 10, 12. You know how many white dudes she probably married to finally say, hell no, fuck mama, I'm gonna get me a nigga. If it was a white kid, she would have therapy. Because when it comes down to it, that's why we can't get ahead. That's why they understand that something's up with Black Americans and Africans in general. They will not die. They multiply and they grow. So despite all of that crap, I'm talking to Philip because I feel that Philip missed it here on this story. Because I understand his disposition, but if this was your sister at your house, your daughter, your son, your wife that you mentioned, and she was feeling this way, and you knew that she needed, or anyway, and you knew that she needed mental health, she had mental health issues, She needed therapy. She needed something. I didn't say she was crazy. You would her, you would be empathetic to her as Black folks, and that's how they keep us divided. They know that if Black America before the last census was 4 trillion US dollars annually, that's the earned income. They're not even mentioning how much money you make for the man, because you live in plantation America, remember? Now women, since the last census, since COVID, since all of this is recent, are now number 1 for college graduates. Yeah, they got debt. Yeah, we criticize them for being executives. Yeah, they make more than Black men. But are you competing with your mama, your wife, your sister? I'm not competing with my partner. I'm not competing with my mom, my sister. I don't know if they make more than me or not. I think they probably do sometimes. I got one sister who's a master sergeant in the Air Force. I got one sister that got a brand new Mercedes convertible with a pool in the back of her house. She does hair in Texas. My mom has been retired forever, and she got a huge retirement situation. She's a single, bougie, rich lady. They all doing good. And what we're missing is they want to be able to say, okay, America, it's 4 trillion. But now if Black women come in, because they're making more than Black folks, right? Black men, and they're just 4 trillion on their own. That means that Black America is now an $8 trillion annual mega fucking power. Despite the fact that they beat us up, they tear us down, and they separate us. We all deal with that. And I'm tell you this, I'm sick of hearing you. But you're so wrapped up in fighting with white folks and fighting amongst each other that you don't realize how good we're doing globally. Look at this real quick, you guys. This is to reach us niggas what we used to carry in our damn pockets to leave the plantation. You got it? Okay. Now you tell me, I'm leave up there. I want to say, that's your freedom papers. See how quickly your ass forgets where you came from while we beat each other up. Of who wants to be Black? Who wants to keep perpetuating Blackness when whites were beating our asses and we had to carry this paper? I can't see it, but we need to carry this paper just to leave the plantation. Now show them a passport. Okay, let me explain something to you real quick for people in the back that don't know the difference between freedom papers and passports, that have not left the American plantation. And I don't mean left for a vacation. I meant left to live, to do business, to date, to marry, to have a family, invest, to buy property, to whatever the hell, but just not a vacation. Because you could be on a vacation with Mammy and Pappy on the slave plantation in Paris and France, but you were still a slave. So until you leave America to live your life or to do something, you really don't know what it's like. This passport right here that you guys criticize folks on, these are your freedom papers when you want to leave plantation America. You can't leave the plantation without a passport. So nothing has changed. The only thing that changed, and this is, listen to me, and when they edit this, zoom the hell in. 3 minutes for 30 minutes? Let me wrap this up. Back in the day with the Civil War, the reason these white folks on the right are so angry, the reason the Dixies and all these Dixiecrats are so angry, because when they freed the slaves, all they did was free the slaves to run free in America, plantation America. So now instead of them making money off slaves, now America makes money off all of us. 50% in taxes around there, what you pay every year. So now all of a sudden, for you to leave Plantation America, you need a passport. So now the passport went from freedom papers from the plantation to freedom papers from America. And when you leave the world, you start to realize when you travel as an American, you travel as a Black American, whatever, you have more priority, more privilege than Black American privilege is Latino. I want to just open this up and understand, you guys, Philip is great, but we need to stop beating ourselves up and week to be broke. You can make $100,000 a year in America and still need a credit card to live your life. Around the world, that's not the case for many people. So stop blaming each other. America has an issue, and I want you to stop beating up yourself and realize they want you to divide, because the Black American market is going to represent over $10 trillion soon. So they got to break y'all up between Black Latins, Black this, Black. At the end of the day, it ain't going to matter. The power is there. Black men and Black women are going to be one of the most powerful nationalities. And remember, we're only compared to white folks. Ain't nobody comparing niggas to Mexicans or to anybody else. So for you to come from slavery and those slave papers to all of a sudden competing with your masters, God has blessed us. Every single day. I want to end this right now, you guys. I appreciate it. I just wanted to get in here and show you this. It's been bothering me because I see you guys beating yourselves up as opposed to, you ain't got to love each other, but respect each other and appreciate the value of each other because they see the value. And if you don't see it, you a fool, and you sure in the hell ain't free. You got to get your freedom, people. Thank you. Kareem Jackson, you guys live on the set. Success for everybody, people. Cheers.
Hey, you guys, Kareem Jackson, you were live on the set, and I've got some news to tell you. 10 years ago, I left California, USA on the beach, and I got on a plane. I went to the tropics, and I reinvented myself. I wanted to turn my dreams into reality. I had a great time, great friend. I published magazines, books. I meditated. I sipped coconuts, you guys. I had tattoo competition, weekly shows, and I want you guys to know I sat down, and I wanted to write step by step how I did it. How did I get free? How did I outsource everything? How did I get to where I could run my company from my laptop? And now I finished it. It is done. My new book, you guys, Outsource Everything, is out now. I finished it. I'm telling you all about how I gained my freedom, how I live in the tropics next to the beach in a beautiful lifestyle, and I still run my business. I outsource everything. My new ebook, it's out now, you guys. It's available right now, you guys. I made it to where freedom is here for you. You can get the same freedom that I did. It's totally possible, and it's totally doable, and this has never been a better time than to do it. Grab my new ebook, Outsource Everything, on Google Play and the App Store, you guys. And of course, KareemAntonio.com/my ebook. Outsource Everything. Outsource Everything, How to Be a Minimalist CEO by Kareem Jackson. An introduction for small business owners and entrepreneurs. Presented by K&Co America and the Chunkston Group.
To break free.
Oh my God, you guys are still here. Hey, okay, you guys, I'm so glad you're still here. I'm so glad you stuck around to the end because I want to show you some more about my book. I'm so excited about this. Outsource Everything, out now, you guys. It's out now. Go grab it. On my website, you guys, KareemAntonio.com. You can go to the App Store, any of these places, and go grab it. I want you to sit down, ponder this, and think about, why do I have the stress I have? Why am I working so hard? Why am I a slave to my business? Why do I not have more freedom? There's folks all over the world looking that can outsource to you. I'm going to introduce you to this, tell you why you don't need that new car, you don't need that bling bling, you don't need that house right now. Outsource everything. Get free. What good is that money? What good is all that fame and fortune if you are working every day like it's a job? Freedom is here. It's here for you, you guys. Grab my ebook, you guys. Outsource Everything. Google Play, the App Store, and of course, KareemAntonio.com/my ebook. Go grab it, you guys.